Hey, what's up, YouTube? Some shit that can only happen to me. Yeah, before I go into it, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. I've been kicking back, trying to stack these dollars, make this dream happen, you know what I'm saying? Get some things in order, working with my sister and shit, uh, doing some my perspective. Yeah, go check it out on YouTube. Just type in my perspective. Oh, it's not my perspective, it's our perspective, but I share my perspective on there. So yeah, it's I'm gonna get into what happened. Anyway, I'm at work doing some shit that I don't want nobody to know I'm doing. I was checking out some Willie D. If you don't know who Willie D is, Google Ghetto Boys and Willie D live, and that's like one of my favorite YouTube joints to watch. So it's this lady in church talking about the other ladies in church. I'm assuming they're ladies. They need to change their thong, and dude ain't gonna want you because you stink, and yada yada yada. Don't know if it's true. Don't know anything about it, but there's some trigger words for me that gets me, you know, just gets me, make me want to talk shit. Um, so Willie D, after the lady's done doing her little spill, Willie D comes on to give his narrative, and he's like, yeah, a lot of what she's saying is true, and so, there go my trigger. Like, a lot of what she's saying is true. So if it's true, then comes the thing that sets me off. Is, yeah, but she didn't have to say it that way. Yada 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 yada. I'm not gonna go into it because that's his show. You want to see it, go check it out. If you don't believe me, it's about the church lady talking shit about the parishioners at a church or whatever. Very popular church lady singer, kind of on the chubby side. Nevertheless, so I go in on the comments now. I'm at work. I don't write. I record. So I record it, but I don't proofread it. So it came out something about shoot the messenger. Now it's time to shoot the messenger. It looked fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. When I had a chance to go back and read it, it was fucked up. Yeah, it was. So Willie D, now I normally say the N word in these parts, but Willie D's a serious dude. He don't like it. I got a partner like that. I respect it. I got partners like that don't use the N word. Being this is my show, I should be able to use it, but I'm gonna show Willie D some respect and say that brother read it, I guess, and immediately sent a reply with a text saying, text me in all caps. The brother yelled at me, basically, because it was all caps. And anybody watch Willie D know he don't like you to comment in caps because he feel like you yelling at him. Well, brother yelled at me, text me, and sent me some dotted shit. I'm old, so he might as well have been talking Chinese to me. So now I gotta scramble, call the homies, tell them, yeah. Damn, I don't even say homies. Anyway, let's get back to the story. I gotta call my partners and tell them, yeah, I think Willie D just checked the shit out of me. I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what to do. So my one partner said, well, text the number, and but I'm like, damn, I don't got my reading glasses. I could barely see these shits, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, I could just screenshot it and blow that shit up. Now, I'm not gonna put it on here because Willie D said his shit got hacked, so I don't know if it's him or not, but I'm thinking it is, because I text John Sells. Now, this is how stupid I am. I'm using my real fucking phone number, my real info. Starstruck, I guess, acting like a bitch. I called, I texted him, John Sells. Somebody, I ain't gonna say it was him, because like I said, I don't know, text back, "What's up, fam?" I immediately go into apology mode. Like, yeah, that didn't come out right, man, yada, yada, yada. And this is where I get my feelings hurt, because I put my name in there like, oh, this is John Sales. I'm on YouTube. I'm thinking I'm like him, but I'm not. So anyway, before the cap start, just, pay attention to the story. So he don't say nothing back. It's like once he figured, hey, I'm not trying to talk that shoot 'em up shit, he's relaxed. But I'm thinking to myself, of course, you could have replied back, "Oh, it's all good, fam," if you don't say nothing else. But to say nothing, okay, well, we gotta address that shit. Here's the deal now. I said I've been a fan since 1990, whenever the Ghetto Boys first came out. And that ain't true. That ain't true. Me and my partner used to argue about different groups and who was the baddest one. Now, I'm old, but back then I was young. I was in my 20s. I want to say mid 20s. And my partner used to bump the Ghetto Boys. This was, he had the Jerry curl, he had the Fiero candy painted out, drop top. He come through the jobs bumping, let a hoe be a hoe, and, trick or treating on the weekend. All the Ghetto Boys, go check them out. They got an iPod, podcast too, man. Go check them out. Ghetto Boys Reloaded. Anyway, he said, he come through there. I said, "Man, who the hell is that, man? That shit is tight. It's bumping." He said, "This the Ghetto Boys. Yeah, I fuck with Willie D." I'm like, "Oh, I know about the Ghetto Boys. I seen the fucking video, yeah, I fuck with Scarface." He say, "Man, Willie D is hard. Willie D, he with that work." Which I gotta admit, that's a rugged dude. And back then, he was scary. Yeah. But so was Scarface. But Scarface, to me, was more lyrically sound. Willie D, at first, it just seemed like a big old bully. Like a bully rap. You know what I mean? Just, all over the place. And Scarface was more of a finesse to it. Nevertheless, I'm going on and on. Shout out to Brad. But I've only been a fan of Willie D for the last 4 or 5 years, watching his YouTube channel, because I like the way that brother goes in and say what he got to say. He don't really have no collar on him, holding him back from saying what he need to say. And I have the same mindset. So I lied when I said I've been a fan of the Ghetto Boys, but not yours personally. And I'm only doing that because I'm petty. I could have just left it like it was and didn't say shit, But to me, it sounded like you checked me, and I took the check, but I didn't get nothing in return. The check didn't cash. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a threat to anyone. I just don't proofread my shit. You heard me? So, I'm going to come back on here and say what the fuck I got to say, because I felt like I got punked. Like, really, I do. And it took me a long time, because I was about to quit. Like, take my toys and go home. But fuck that shit. God damn it. I got a channel too. I could say some shit back. Nobody ever hear it. If anybody know Willie D, just say, "Did you check a motherfucker from Vegas?" And whoop, 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 whoop. The nigga, is that true? Please, if you got the kind of power and it just happens to fall upon your eyes and ears, yeah, check that out for me. It ain't like I want no smoke with that, with that brother, But at the same time, I was in his house and I had mud on my shoes and that was disrespectful. I got the shit off, and that's how everybody should behave. Everybody should. All these young dudes out here, you ain't got to kill everybody you disagree with. You don't. And I might say some shit about these ugly brothers out here wanting to boop, 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 boop on somebody, you know what I'm saying? But somebody, please, let's stop this bullshit, man. Let's get on one accord, man. Let's get on code and stop giving our code away all the time. Now, just between me and you, Willie, I really did fuck with Brad. You understand me? But Brad don't got no YouTube channel. He just got that iPod, you know? So we gonna leave it like that. I don't want no smoke. Peace unto you, my brother. And I'm out this bitch.